Hi, and welcome to another 5 Minutes with Harold Feld, where we try to take incredibly complicated, insanely boring things and make them slightly less boring because this stuff is important. Now, nothing is more important right now than making sure we have enough wireless capacity for our ever-growing appetite for mobile devices. We call this stuff spectrum for short. So we need to get more spectrum out there. And there are a couple of different ways you can do it. You can either make it generally available to more people by making parts of it unlicensed or open spectrum. So we're trying to do some more of that. That's like Wi-Fi and the new super Wi-Fi. And you can take some away from people who are using it now and auction it off with exclusive licenses to the folks like Verizon and AT&T and T-Mobile and Sprint. That way you get more money for the government, but it's really just going to go to the same group of people. So what we really want is a mix of both. The problem is that the House Republicans are mad at the FCC. It's amazing how mad they are at the FCC. They are so mad at the FCC that even though the FCC are the people who are the experts on this spectrum stuff, even though the FCC are the people who do this stuff every day, and they've got the economists, and they've got the technicians, and the engineers, and everybody who understands this, and they've raised billions and billions of dollars for spectrum auctions and have created this wonderful Wi-Fi industry and are basically responsible for all of the wireless stuff that we're doing here by having a good set of rules to make that possible, the House Republicans think they can do a better job because they hate the FCC for net neutrality. Now, net neutrality doesn't actually have anything to do with how you get spectrum out there and how you do wireless auction, but House Republicans are mad, and so they're not going to let that FCC do anything. But here's the problem. When Congress tries to micromanage the spectrum auctions, they really mess it up. The bill that's written right now, it's not just that it says, oh, FCC, we're not going to let you put stuff in there that might let the competing wireless guys who are trying to compete with Verizon and AT&T actually win some licenses. They also have stuff in there that says, you know, we're going to mess over public safety. Not because we want to, but because we are so mad at network neutrality that we've said you can't do anything to make people prioritize or not prioritize traffic. Well, a lot of times we want to prioritize public safety traffic. The bill that the House Republicans wrote won't let us require you to prioritize public safety traffic. Not because they hate public safety, but because, let's all say it together, they're mad at the FCC. It gets into the way of the FCC trying to do interference protection because it says no network management. Network management is one of those bad network neutrality things. So the House Republicans have said no network management rules, except we use network management rules to regulate interference. There are times when you want to say use this part of the spectrum for your downlink from the tower to the device, use this part for your uplink from the device to the tower, and we have to do it that way in order to make sure there's no interference between devices. But now the FCC won't be able to do that anymore. Why? Not because Congress wants to take away tools for dealing with interference, but because they're mad at the FCC. So here's my advice for Congress. Don't try to teach the FCC a lesson with our wireless future stuff. Don't think you're going to be bigger experts in the middle of a hot negotiation over a bill than the people who actually do this stuff for a living. I know what you're thinking. Nobody elected that FCC. We are the will of the people. Well, sometimes the will of the people is, please don't screw things up by trying to micromanage it. Any of the CEOs or gurus that you guys say that you think make things more efficient out here in the private sector, they will tell you the worst mistake you can make is to try to micromanage this stuff. So please, back off. I know you're mad at the FCC, but don't take it out on the rest of us by trying to micromanage the wireless future.